What's up, everybody? Let's do this. Another episode, another Wednesday. Hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody's doing good blessings and everything, man. So again, I'm on Airbnb again. Um, about 2.5 hours away, about 2.5 hours away from home. So let's get going.
Yo!
Yo, what's up, man?
Hold on, I gotta clean my lens. Better?
Yeah, I got you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly.
Nice. Let's go.
Nice,
What's up,
man.
dude?
How was your week, man? You ready to start the show?
Yeah, nice hat.
Thank you. To the grave, baby. To the grave. Let's go.
2
What's up,
weeks
everybody?
in a
It's
row.
another episode of What's up, everybody? It's another episode of Dark Truth with me, Johnny Blades, and my co-host Shady J. Before we start this episode, dude, I want to ask you a question. How was
What?
your week?
Man, it's been good so far. I mean, it's been kind of slow. Business is slow, whatever. But, it's been a good family week. Like, been doing stuff, with the kids after school. A little more like me and Paxton played basketball, and then, just more family oriented, just being around the family more. Less stress
That's
at work,
awesome.
so it's more, enjoyable at home, all that good stuff. What about you,
Hey,
dude? I know
hey,
you're, hold on, what's going on here?
you never sent me the link to your mic. I like your mic.
Damn it, that's true. You need to bug me, dude. I keep forgetting. Let me do it right now. Hold on.
No, do me a favor. Send a link to our guests so we can have them on.
All right, hold
Because I
on.
don't see,
Just a
I don't
second.
see, I don't see him.
I don't think he's in here yet.
No. So do me a favor, send it to them, and then we'll add them on.
Hold on, let me see if I can do this real quick. Messenger. Matthew.
Yes, I'm tired. Yes, I look a little rough. I look a little rough. I need a haircut. I need a beard cut. I need everything cut. You look like me when I'm trying to drive drunk.
Hold on. I'm focusing, bro.
Dude, this week has
I
been
can't
awesome, man. I'm with the
I can't
Wayside
find
Boys.
him.
Really?
Can't find him.
Um, let's see here. Let's see. Yeah. How about this? How about I just tag them?
That's what I was about to do. Too late. Already did it first. Fucker.
Nah, you suck.
What's up, Marion? What's up, Ed, Ray, Jeff, Michael? Who else we got in here? Eric, Mike. What's up, everybody? So your week you've been doing security film at schools, right?
Yeah, we've been doing no, you know what's crazy is that they've gone to a whole nother level here. Like instead of just doing the front of the school, now they're security film the reception area.
Right.
So
Right. So they have
so
another area that's protected. That's
yeah.
crazy.
So I mean, dude, I was just talking to Chuck Cochran. I'm like, man, when is this bubble gonna pop? And I mean, they just keep making schools, man. It's just like there's like just keep making schools. Like they need to stop making schools, man. Either is that or a lot of people are coming from other states, and it's just like overwhelming a lot of teachers. So they have to, which is a good thing. Like teacher, uh, we're gonna have more teacher jobs. We're gonna have more custodial jobs. We're gonna have more construction jobs.
Yeah,
Oh, they say I'm froze. It's okay. As long as you
I
guys
can
can hear
still
me,
see you.
I'm good.
You're
I'm
still
good.
you're still going on my end.
Okay, so maybe I need to stop moving around. Um, uh,
Oh no,
I mean, I have great signal. I got great signal here, so I'm good. As long as you guys can hear me, I'm good with that. You guys, welcome everybody who's coming in here. Yeah, there's
dude. So yeah, I was about to say, keep
one
going about the
school.
schools, man.
Yeah, three. There's a three level high school, and there's a principal for every level.
Right.
Yeah, man. This is you know, I think it's a bubble. I know it's gonna pop eventually, but goddamn, this motherfucker's gonna get big.
Yeah.
Um, next week, all I think all of October, all of November, we're just doing schools.
Okay. So what do you? Okay, when you do these schools, like, what is like the main thing you think about the most when you're doing them? Like, what is the main focus when you're doing them? I know they suck, dude. They're not fun, but like, is there anything that you think about that like keeps you motivated to help do what you're
Well,
doing?
it's the whole security aspect of it. It's like, man, you
Right.
know what? If somebody really tries to do something in this school, I'm glad that I'm the first line of defense.
Yeah. You're like, yo, dude, I helped. Like, you, if you see like and heaven forbid, you know, or God forbid or whatever, like you see that school got broke into or whatever, but they didn't get in and nothing happened, you know, and like everything was fine. And then, you know, you really did like save the community in a way. Like you're a community leader, you know what I mean? Like you actually helped, or what is it called? A community contributor or something like that. I don't know. My daughter said something about it one day. But like that in my opinion is way cooler than the money you make from it. Like, yo,
No,
you helped. You know what I mean?
no, yeah, absolutely, man. Like I think it's a good cause. Everybody's happy that we're there. Everybody's happy that we're like doing the job, and everybody keeps asking this one question. It's like, is it bulletproof? And I'm like, man, I
No.
can't say bulletproof anymore. Like I can't
Yeah.
say that this is gonna help you. Like this is gonna help you survive. I'm like, I can't say that because nothing's bulletproof these days. Everything's bullet resistant. I mean, but at the same time, it's like if you have a mad parent and you already allow them into the building, now
Yeah.
this is the third line of defense because like
Right.
you already buzzed them in, you got them in there, and now they don't want to release the child because you're an unauthorized person to pick up the child, and they want to
Right.
fucking act
Or
stupid. Like
something crazy, you know.
like the worst thing you're gonna do is just punch the window. What's gonna do is gonna break, and I'm glad that I'm able to put the film on to keep them once they shatter the glass. I mean, they're not getting through with the attachment
I
system
mean,
and the
it's
eight
gonna,
mil.
dude. It's gonna if they do, dude. It takes a fucking minute, bro. And then that gives them enough time, you know, the staff or whatever, enough time to like, you know, get to safety or whatever they have to do.
Yeah.
You know.
So you tag them, and
Yeah, I tagged Matthew. I don't see him though.
they're still not in here.
That's
Um.
okay. We can keep going.
Okay.
So
So
another thing I was gonna say is like how much so you have to most of the time when you do security film, it's like I'm not well versed in it. So it's like most of the time it's like a 2 day process. Even if you get all the film on in one day, you have to wait for the curing time and then you have to come back and put it on the attachment system. Do you do the taping and stuff the day of or the day after?
the day after,
Day after.
because yeah, because we're dealing with
There's still moisture and shit, you know.
yeah, we're dealing with I think it's like 9/16 inch of a glass, so it's not
Yeah.
that much. And but still, I mean, imagine you being a reception and you have an angry parent, and all they want to do is just punch the glass because they have little speakers. Like you cannot. It's no longer a face-to-face
Okay, so
transaction.
I don't know exactly how it's set up here because here in Arkansas, it's still like you just walk into the office and it's all open.
Yeah, they buzz you in, and you're in.
Right.
Like that's cool, but now they're doing it where the reception has a glass and kind of like a convenience store in the ghetto, where you
Man.
have like a
Yeah,
like a
and it's got
like
the
that.
little metal circle in the middle with the vents.
Yeah, 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 yeah. We've been taking
You
out.
gotta cut out around that shit too and attach it right there, don't you?
No, no, actually we don't. I mean,
That's
but
crazy.
you do bring a good
You probably
viable point
should
because
though. Like,
I think we should, but we haven't.
but
It's
how
like going
could
to
you?
it's like going to
Yeah,
the moon for the first time.
right.
Like you don't know the unknowns. Like this is something that we haven't done. Like we've done whole schools, but this is the reception area. So I don't know. He says I'm
Maybe.
trying to learn. Let me try some options or whatever. Just got a message from Matthew, and not letting him come on here.
What?
I'm gonna pause for a little bit and then just look at this message real quick.
What happened? Anyways, if y'all don't already know,
I try to join the link and it won't let me try and some options right now. Sorry. Well,
just tell them to watch the live, and then we can add them.
I mean, yeah, I told him like, man, just get on the live. Like, it's so. I mean, we don't have a link. We're not using any other third party host. We're
Right.
just going straight. Which I think
All you
in
have
the
to do
future,
is watch
I
the
think we were
show.
talking about this yesterday. We were talking about this last
Yeah.
night, and I
Yeah.
think we're gonna try to do some crazy shit. Like we're gonna do some other shit and other platforms that I think are gonna benefit the whole viewer thing. You know what? Let me put this shit on not disturb. There you go.
Right.
But other than that, man, like I feel good, man, that I'm doing something that's right. I'm not putting 5% on two front windows anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So everybody that's in the chat right now, please tag Matthew Yelle and so that way he can
I
just
just tagged him
click on
again.
it. But yeah, man, it's cool, man.
Astros 5-0 right now, Johnny.
Bro, I know. There we go. We got Kristy on here. All right, we can do it. Yeah, we can make it happen.
Let's go. Hey, we've had to do
Let's
this
go.
before, bro. What is it? What's up with the wives having to go live, bro? It's 2 weeks
What?
in a row now. It's 2 weeks in a
I
row.
know, right?
That's
I know,
weird,
right?
dude. Hey, if you're gonna be a guest, you have to have a wife, and she has to be with you so we can get on her
I know,
account.
right? Like I think that's the only way it's gonna work.
So,
right?
dude, it's so weird. Like, what is that?
Let me see. I'm looking for I'm looking for Kristy. I think she jumped off. Oh, there we go. How about that? There we go. Send the invite. Here we go. Try it. Here we go. We're adding it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Jesus.
All right.
So
It's not working.
Let's go. Uh-oh.
oh, you got a lag.
It's just not working, man. Like,
There we go.
Is somebody else watching the show?
We closed the computer. We couldn't
Oh,
get the
okay.
computer. Now we're
Cool.
on phone, so we look so amazing.
Yeah.
Dude, phone's
Look,
always the best.
phone's always the best. Do me a favor, wipe your lens.
Yeah.
I'm not,
It's the lighting. Hold on a second.
Hey, just give me one of those.
It's the,
Yeah.
so I'm like sitting there like accept, and it's just
Yeah, I mean we're not that fancy.
No,
yet.
we're not.
You know, we
we're
don't
not
have
fancy,
the technology for it, but you know what I mean. Like this is what it is. Now I know we have 45 minutes with you guys. We have a strict little time.
you're good, man.
So do me a favor, Matt. Introduce yourself. Tell us about you and where you're from and what do you do.
First off, it just got dark truth right now. So
There you go. I'm okay with that. Just smile. We can see you.
yeah. So I am. I need a little bit more light there, sweetie. This did not work out. Like my wife.
No, you're fine. It's okay.
Is that better? A little better. All right, look at that. Oh,
No, turn the other way.
So
Turn
you
the
got
other way.
turn
Turn
the
the
light
other way of the
behind
light.
the light behind the phone.
Yeah, put the light behind the phone. Like so,
Yeah,
just keep
to where it's shining on your pretty face.
keep rotating. Right
Perfect,
there.
dude. Right
Perfect,
there.
bro.
Don't move.
Welcome to live streaming.
that's earlier. I was like, I on a Zoom, like a very important Zoom, and my computer worked perfect and very great conversations, and I can't get on this one. I'm like, oh my god.
Dude,
No.
it's only because It's because our standards are so low that it doesn't register. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, this is great. My name is Matthew. Yeah, in the segue into this, my name is Matthew Yelle. I am the owner, along with my wife, Kristy Yelle, Palmetto Protection Films. We're out of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I've been window filming for 21 years now, and me and my wife have almost owned our own business for almost 4 years now. But
Hell yeah.
I've done some amazing things in 4 years that are pretty awesome. So that's me. After all of this.
Question number one.
Oh.
You've been doing this for 21 years. You started doing your own thing 4 years ago. What made you do your own thing 4 years ago?
There's a culmination of that answer, but when you, because I don't want to make people be like, man, you're doing ordering, you're doing the installs, you're taking in the customers, you're doing a lot of work, and sometimes you don't get appreciated, or, I mean, I hate to say that's a long answer, but it was just that. My wife was also just like the backside. My wife was fed up in the living. The way I came home was a bad situation. Like every day I was not taking it out on her, but I was just not myself. And we've been married,
Right.
me and my wife were married 18 years at that point, 15 years. And that was the determining factor, is I was not being myself when I came home. And I literally was just depressed every single day. I was doing the best work, quality standards, doing safety, security, and just was not happy, man. I just was like, I'm done with this. But I wasn't done because I knew a paycheck was coming in from my family. I have 2 boys, and that's a hard ass decision to all of a sudden to be like, I'm gonna quit and we're gonna figure.
Fuck this. Yeah.
Bro, by the way, 2 well-mannered boys.
Thank you very much. It was such a pleasure to bring them to the Window Film Conference, man. I'm so glad you got to meet them. Because, I mean, my kids are like, you always go, yeah, my kids are the bomb. Like, no, I literally mean, if I didn't know my kids, I would be like, oh my goodness gracious, these guys are amazing. And that same reaction happens from so many different people, man.
Yeah.
Like a news guy, we did a segment about a month ago, and before we went on air, the newscaster was able to talk to my 13-year-old son. And when he got done talking to him, he was like, well, you can tell how his parents are, because this guy is well-mannered, well-spoken, and can articulate. And so I was like, I hope so. I was like, mostly my wife probably has most of that. But
Yeah. Hey, it takes 2, man. It takes 2 to make, to raise children, man. You gotta have both,
Yo, can I say something though?
Yes.
Like, dude, it's so awesome that Kristy's back there and she's like, yeah.
The whole time.
Yep. The whole time, dude, it's so amazing. No, don't block her. Dude, I have such a big respect for you guys. Like, you guys are just killing it with all the how much you guys are so involved in your community. You guys are just such an advocate for us. Like just let you know, like, you only 4 years, but you guys are advocating for us. Trust me, people in Myrtle Beach don't only live in Myrtle Beach. Like, they live in other spots, or they know someone, and they're like, hey, like, they service my house, and my cousin lives in Texas. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm recommending, that kind of service to you. But you guys are like I feel like you guys are doing a lot, and I don't think you guys get the appreciation for it. And so tonight we want to give you guys the appreciation of what you guys are doing, because it's motivating a lot of window turners, myself, to go to home shows, to go to all these little things that we can do.
Too. Those home shows, dude. I'm like, I've never been to one, but like seeing y'all do them, I'm like, yo, that's something I got to do eventually,
And there's so much to be said about that, as far as, I mean, if you're a single person, you can do it. But man, having your best friend and Kristy's the co-owner. I mean, we're owners together, and I could go off a laundry list of the things that she's involved in.
Yeah.
I think she did 3 or 4 things just today alone. Up at 6, well, actually, it was up at 5. President of an association this morning, a ribbon cutting second. ambassador meeting at 3:00, and this is all in one day. And she does this.
Crushing it.
This is my husky, by the way. How you doing? It's those little things, man. That's what I used to do on those calls on Thursday. Like, there's these things that just little nuggets. Man, it's not easy. Don't get me wrong, because you have to invest in it. And it takes a lot of work, man. It takes a lot of work. Like, even tomorrow, I will be hosting 50 people tomorrow morning as a president of a chapter, going over with 50 other individuals that own other businesses. I got elected as president, which I was still like, are you sure about that? But anyways, it was amazing, dude, that they elected me. But they were like, we recognize you have a good personality.
Yeah.
And you could lead. And it's crazy to be in a room in the front and then you're talking with other businesses throughout the community, man. It's an amazing feeling, dude. But yeah, she's the winner on all of that. That's the one that takes care of all of it right there.
You want to talk home shows for a second?
Go ahead.
Like with home shows, I mean, obviously our number one ROI is going to be word of mouth referrals, right? Like that's our number one lead source and we get the most return. But number two are those home shows. And there was actually window tent companies here that said that the home shows didn't work for them, were the exact words. And that's laughable because.
But they didn't work for them either. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We get, I was just actually talking to somebody about it today. You know, we just did the fall home show back in September. I call them qualified leads. So for all of those qualified leads that we booked at the home show, he closed every single one of them.
Yeah.
That's 100 closure.
Yeah, you still was?
Yes.
Of course.
Yes. We love it.
Really?
Shameless plug.
Really shitty? You're gonna ask that question now? We're in 2023. You're gonna ask that question? Sorry, excuse my co-host. He just, you know.
Oh man.
All right, we're getting serious now with the business. Okay, so check this out. Every Superman has a kryptonite. What is your kryptonite, Matt? Like, and Chris too. This is a two-question. This is a two-people question.
What's the
yeah?
weaknesses?
What is the yeah? Like we all know you're successful, but in every successful business, there comes a time shit hits the fan and it makes a
praying,
mess.
bro. He's praying back there.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting.
How do you clean up? And what is your weakness? What is your kryptonite? And how the fuck do you clean up that mess? This is the dark truth, baby. We don't talk about business. We talk about you.
What's my kryptonite? I mean, I'm freaking amazing. No, I'm just kidding.
What's your guilty pleasure that you? I already know
like
the
something
answer,
that just gets you.
Yeah, gets you.
You know what gets me is administrative stuff. That's why I like to fully do administrative stuff, and I've had to work over the last. God. I mean, honestly, administrative.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, I do great tent work.
Yeah, dude, bro. The administrative, I'm the same way, dude.
I'm better at it, but just like that's what I tell people. I'm like, I can talk about tent all day long. I can talk about numbers all day long, all you want. But administrative part of it is where, I mean, my wife just literally the queen of it. I mean, honestly, that's where the two-part fold comes in. Like, I could talk tent or questions or anything like that. And even she is, over the years, have taken on now the knowledge of having the tent, man. Like, just over the years, just really grown with it. So I would say administrative, really, honestly, is my that's my kryptonite, man, for sure. Oh.
Okay, so what's Chrissy's kryptonite?
I overextend myself and do not know the power of the word no. Scott, I'll own it.
No, that's because we're in the business of service.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you're in the business of service, it's hard to say no. You don't want to say no because it's unprofessional. Like, and I mean, you could say no. I mean, depending on where you're at, right? Depending on whatever part of the map you're on or your clientele, you could say no, right? But we like to say no. We like to let them off easy, like say no easy. Like, yeah, absolutely, we can. Let me find out that answer for you, and then we can make it happen. Blah blah blah. And you don't fucking. Have you ever had a and that's where I'm going to. That's where I'm going with. Have you ever had a customer you want to say no to and you just forget about them?
Yes.
Yeah.
They call because they call and you go like, oh shit, I remember this person.
Yeah.
Their phone number on the caller ID, and I'm like, I really don't have the energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we definitely get that. Mainly, and then I will say that's how we make a great team, though, because, man, Matt's good at conflict resolution, whereas I sometimes don't have a filter.
Right.
That's where the installer comes in. I think installers are good at problem solving, and then business owners are good at letting it figure it out.
Yeah, but the thing is, you have to find like that even keel. You know what I'm saying? Like you can be a little, a little saucy, but you got to keep it kind of professional. You're like, well, what I had sent to you in my last request,
JD, you're still too gangster. You're still too gangster for your customers, bro. I've talked to you before, and I'm like, bro, you're just harsh.
Right.
Just let them have it. I mean, but we all have gone through that. I think we all gone through that. You come up from that. But my next question to you guys, right? We all know you guys are fucking all-stars. We all know that you guys are fucking successful business. But like, what is something that we don't know out of like something you guys do that the industry doesn't know?
Dude, do y'all like play like frisbee golf or like scuba dive?
Look at the laugh. Look at the laugh. I like the laugh. Go ahead. Answer.
I was a big time skateboarder, and so that's a big thing for me. Yeah. I was a sponsored skateboarder, and I used to I was sponsored. Like I had free clothes and free shoes, and
Who
then
sponsored you?
Yeah, and then I met her.
Oh no, man, went from skateboarding to 10 windows.
Way better.
Yeah.
So that's not like something the industry doesn't know, but I mean, or doesn't need to know. But I don't know. What do you think?
Not doesn't need to know, but just something that we wouldn't expect.
Yeah, I mean, like even like you talk about being a president of association, and then they see your Facebook of you skateboarding, and they're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm
That's
like
our guy."
This is the coolest president ever, is what I would say. I'm just saying.
I would say that I would be like, hell yeah.
I would gift you a skateboard for being president. Like it had president on the back.
And I mean, like even one of our owners of a car dealership, like a major, and I won't mention the car dealership, but I'm talking they were like, I saw your video you doing a kickflip. I can't believe, man, that was the most amazing thing ever. And I was like, thank you.
Kickflip, dog. But that's awesome, bro. Do you have a skateboard right now?
What's that?
Do you have a skateboard right now?
Do you have a skateboard right now?
Yeah. You grab it?
Can you do a kickflip for it? Do a kickflip for everybody not?
My legs are so better.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we get
it. I have a picture of Johnny trying.
Don't ever bring that up again. Do not ever bring that up again.
Get up on YouTube of Matt attempting. It took him, I think, 8 tries to do a kickflip in the driveway. Just saying.
I was way tired.
It happens.
Yeah.
It's not like riding a bike.
It's
not like riding a bike though. It's different.
Yeah.
It's way
people in
more
the comments now want to see a kickflip. we want to see a kickflip. I mean, I'm just saying.
You go on my Instagram page on O, and there's not I guess it's a couple of years ago, but I do a hard flip to crook on a quarter pipe, and that wasn't that very long ago. I could be a commentator. That's a kickflip front side for a nice 50-50. The backside 180.
Dude, do you know? Okay, so you can see them doing stuff, and you're like, I know exactly what that is.
Oh yeah,
bro, that's amazing. I'm like, he moved the board around. Like,
well, my biggest like if I was to commentate a skateboarder, I was like, oh shit, he got on the board.
right? He's ball.
That's great.
Bro, he's moving, dude.
Yeah, he's moving on the skateboard. Oh shit, he jumped it.
Yo, was that an ollie, dog?
I don't know what it's called, but he made it happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I say I did all the moves, everything else. I have it down to a science. That was my biggest thing. Is I'm like, all right. I mean, when I did stuff like 10-stair handrails and crooked grinds and lip slides down like 10, 12-stair handrails, I did it all, man.
Dude, this is.
I saw him do it. When he did his Benihana, that's when I fell in love.
Oh, when
This is
he
reminding
did
me
the
of
he was up in the air.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And he was glistening in sweat. It was awesome.
dude.
Oh, man.
This is reminding me of the first time I played Tony Hawk's.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Like
We used
I
to
was about
play it
to-
in
the only reason why
Yeah.
I understand what's going on is because Tony Hawk.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I wasn't even a skateboarder. You know what I'm saying? And I love Tony Hawk, the game. And then did you actually see live Tony hitting the 900 on that vert?
Yeah.
No.
Like,
Bro.
I remember being a kid and actually watching it live, like on TV. Like, and I was
Right?
like, this is the most amazing feat in sports
Yeah.
history.
Bro, and he landed it, and he was just like, even though he landed it, he just
Yeah.
like threw the fucking board. He threw the board. He's like, fuck the board. I'm not worried about the board. It was me.
That was
I'm
crazy.
the Birdman. This is the birdhouse. We made
Yeah.
it happen, baby.
That was wild. Do you
So,
remember watching
yeah.
it?
I watched it live because I was already at that point. I was already skateboarding for a long time. But that's one of those things when you do tricks like on handrails and stuff like
Right.
that, and you have a professional filmer with you, which is your professional filmer is like one of your best friends with a nice fisheye, so it looks like it's a wide lens.
yep.
And
Right.
literally, man, if you do it like 9 tries and you would land that trick and you would just like throw the board away, don't give a crap, and all your friends would just rush you and be like, I can't believe that. 'Cause
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
dude, the camaraderie and the
Yeah.
hype
Bro, like-
behind it was so
like,
good.
Like with
Because you
Rob,
build up that tension the whole time of not nailing it, and then when you do, they're like, yes!
yeah,
They're all
like
like-
Rob,
Skateboard.
like my best ones were like Rob Daredeg and his security guard, bro. They were just so like he would land it and they would just get kicked out. It was just so hilarious, man. Like I remember that shit. Like I guess we grew up in the era where like skateboarding was a fucking thing. It was a way of transportation, and you could fucking
Yeah.
catch a flip, and it was fucking awesome. You know, I'll longboard. I won't do no tricks because
Dude,
I
I
got
love
6 kids.
longboarding.
Yeah, I'll longboard, but I got 6 kids. I can't get hurt right now. I can't get hurt. I ain't got no insurance.
I would
Thanks.
like go on there, both of you guys or whoever's on here too, and go on my Yelle Instagram and watch just look for a skateboard clip on there, and you'd be like, oh, he can skateboard. Like that was my thing, man, back in the
You
day. And
said
then, of course,
it's OELEO.
Yeah,
my YELLEO.
it's like yellow, but
Oh, hold on.
that's the way,
Yeah.
Why?
I know. That's the way I know.
Uh,
All right. Anyway, Kristy, what?
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Hold
Hold on, Johnny. Hold
I'm
on.
moving too much.
Whoa.
Yeah. Too much movement.
Too
Fine.
much movement.
Hold
Okay.
on.
So, Kristy, my question to you is, what is your thing? What is your pastime? What is something that we don't know? We know that you are a ribbon cutting person, and you do award-winning champion,
board member.
board member of every committee in Myrtle Beach.
Freaking world.
We know that you work for
She's
the
on the-
IWFA.
She's a
We
part of
even
the
said,
IWFA. Yeah.
Yeah. So something that we don't know about you, what would it be? And I think this is going to be a good answer. I think. What do you think, Shady?
Nah. I'm gonna underwhelm you.
What happened?
No.
Okay.
She likes reading.
Oh, I love.
What it is.
Oh, I do love Sheree.
Do you like
Put Matt back on.
Legos?
Put it back
Do you like
on.
Legos?
Just kidding.
No, Legos are the devil. I have kids and I stepped on them as a mother, so no, I hate Legos. Can't do it. I honestly,
What is?
oh well, I played the flute, the piccolo, the bass clarinet, the oboe, pretty much any woodwind, and I played
Nice.
the piano since I was 4.
So
yeah.
you're a musician.
Yeah, she plays
Yeah.
piano.
Do you know how to play the piano?
Oh yeah, I played that since I was 4.
Dude, you're an artist. There we go.
Yeah,
You're literally a music artist. Like you know how to play multiple instruments. You're a music artist. That's awesome. What's your favorite instrument to play?
well, I liked the piccolo because you could hear me over the entire marching band.
Nice,
I
because
like-
it's very high pitched, right?
Yeah, I like Piccolo and Dragon Ball Z because bro, he always came through. Like, oh no. We're talking about the instrument. My bad. Sorry.
I know nothing about Dragon Ball Z. Sorry.
Well, sorry. No, okay.
This
Okay.
dude
My bad.
named Piccolo. Never
His
mind.
name was Piccolo. Yeah, but I think I know the Piccolo, the instrument. Is it like okay? So, like,
It's like a
the people who
small
don't know,
flute.
it's like a smaller flute, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right. So, let me ask you another question. What is your daily? What is you guys' daily routine every day?
Man, jeez Louise. It depends on where my estimates are. And this is I mean, we're talking business, but we'll talk business real quick. Depends on where my estimates are and where, because Kristy will typically, depending on if she has an event that morning before 7:30, she'll be at the office by 8 or 8:30. I'll be there right after that. If I don't have estimates down past our house, like today I had 2 estimates that are past our house, not towards the location. So
Right.
she went to her, well, first off, presidency first for the.
No 2 days are ever the same in our life. Let's
Right.
just put that out. I mean,
So
like,
you don't. So you just literally just adapt every day.
we have to
That's
because,
good.
yeah, it is. But boy, that's why we like our weekends, so we can just be with the kids.
Hell yeah, that's the best, right? Because
Yeah.
like if you have to literally adjust all day when it comes to your schedule and stuff, like you get in that like mode of what it's all chaos basically. You're like, where's the order at? And then once you get to where you get that relaxed time with the kids, you're like, I have control now. I can do exactly what we need to do,
Yeah.
what I want to do, type stuff, like because all that figuring it out, it really does suck. Like it really does. But then once you get past it, you're like, ha, now I get my time. Like now
Yeah.
I get this.
We're super blessed to have like a phenomenal employee that can handle pretty much anything that comes his way. You guys met him at the conference, Casey Rogers. He's actually going to compete next year, y'all.
I haven't met him because I wasn't there, unfortunately. But
He's gonna compete. He's gonna compete in automotive, flat glass, paint protection. What?
Going to do
so what kind of employee is he? Since you say he's like the best employee,
Yeah.
what does
So-
the best employee look like?
He is grounded. He's responsible. He is a hard worker. I mean, his work ethic is awesome. He does fantastic work. He's been trained by, this guy right here.
Right.
He wants to make sure that every single customer is happy. So, he's not going in there and showing up and complaining about stuff. And when he has issues that he's dealing with in family life, he handles it responsibly and professionally, and he doesn't let it affect his work and the quality of it. And he's on time. He's reliable. And there's so many things. We know we're blessed.
So you think, you're saying that he goes above and beyond what you think somebody would want to do, like, because a lot of people these days don't want to even do that. And that's like really a quality worker. You know what I mean? Like
He
Okay.
goes above and beyond, but what I would do. And that's hard. That's a really hard standard because nobody's going to do what you're going to do, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
But like when I worked with him and trained him, and he literally said, he goes, well, nobody would have done this and nobody would have done this. It's like, we're doing a ladder and we're going to put microfiber cloths over top of that soft ladder and put it on the wall. And he goes, why? Nobody would have done that. And I was like, this is what's going to set us apart. Yep. This is the things that, and there's so many different, I can't explain it to you in a show like this. There's those little things that are going to set you apart. And that's what
dude, for sure.
Need. I mean, honestly, I mean, we've talked about it before. One, show up on time. If you're not going to be on time, call. Life it does happen. But those little things, people go, well, because they've had so many bad experiences. They're like, well, thank you for calling. I'm like, and they have the surprise in their voice. And that's when it's like, all right. Because, I mean, stuff does happen. Don't get me wrong. But when I'm working with him and just showing him the little things and being like, this cover this. And this is why we don't put a water bottle on anybody's couch. Don't ever touch this. Those people, you're in their house and you're in $1 million house. They see the little things that you are not, with somebody else is just throwing stuff on their putting a water bottle on top of their cabinet and doing that. Those little things, man, will make you just.
Yep.
And it takes time. Don't get me wrong.
Definitely.
When we opened
you think that he adapted to it pretty quickly?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And he can do things that Matt can't do.
Yeah, that I don't want to do actually.
And he
like what? Going up on scaffolds and stuff?
Don't say that on a live video, man. Don't say that, bro.
wants to learn how to do paint protection film. Like he wants to grow.
Hey.
So, you know.
Okay,
awesome.
all I'm saying is right now, I'm not trying to be weird, but he sounds a lot like me, and I love him. What's
You sound
saying?
a lot like me.
I gotta meet him. I gotta meet
Yeah,
this
we
guy.
gotta meet them now.
We gotta shake hands. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta do the hug and the kiss. You know,
It's a family thing, guys.
it's a family thing. You know what I mean? No, but let me ask you a question. Now this is a harsh question. Is he commissioned or salary based?
He is salary plus tips, and he gets bonuses.
Yep.
Woo!
But any tips that come through are all
I make sure he's taken care of.
we
That's
really do.
awesome.
You get when you do that kind of quality work, make sure you take care of them.
And he's got benefits, and he's got paid time off, and vacation, and sick pay. You know, I mean, we make sure that he's got a family. I mean, things.
Yeah.
Well,
Board after board after board after board.
well, when you run a business, you got to do it right, guys.
Absolutely.
Damn
No,
right.
absolutely. No, absolutely.
Damn right.
Like that's been my this year it's been my learning curve, because this is the second year in business and I'm learning more than I really knew. Like I finally understood what people said, like, bro, when you know everything, shut the fuck up because you don't know shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh wow, okay, I understand now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, I just learned this, and you're like, damn, I thought I knew it.
Yeah.
Yep.
No,
You know,
you don't know. It's all a learning process.
Yep.
And
And
we
then learning.
Every day.
found that out too, man. I mean, like we literally had that little learning curve where it was just like, all right, so we got to figure this out because we grew really fast, and so we had to
Okay,
like back.
so when you had that learning curve, what was that thing y'all had to get over to where it was like, okay, we have to do this in order to learn better or grow more? Like, what was that?
There's multiple things. I'd say financially, when you're killing it and you're trying to grow, don't grow too fast, because we grew so fast doing things like literally we scaled like this, dude. And
Right.
hire more, and that's where we got in trouble, because if you're doing things right, and this could go into a whole nother conversation, a whole nother conversation on that.
Yeah.
Doing payroll taxes,
Yep.
taxes. I mean, that stuff will get you in trouble.
Use tax.
Talk about scaling.
Yeah.
Scaling. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing this much. We're growing this fast. We've got to.
Yeah.
And that's we learned together. And I mean, she's the smartest girl I know, much less my wife. But it literally was like we got to scale back a little bit and find where we're going to land and keep growing.
Right.
We're we got to find that place where we're going to land respectfully and be in business 3 years from now.
Okay, so just like a little advice, like what would you say? Spend more money or I mean,
save it.
or save it? Because if you save it, you're gonna get taxed. If you spend it, you're gonna get taxed. Like, what would you do?
It depends on your situation. It's going to be different for every single person out there.
Right.
I mean,
Like if you don't want to scale your business, you don't spend the money, so you just take that hit. But if you want to scale your business, you have to do so much more in order to spend that money, right?
right.
And so you don't get taxed the same way or whatever, whether it be like hiring somebody or, spending more money on like a work van or equipment like ladders and scaffolding and tent kegs and more tent and paper towels and microfibers, whatever it is, right? Like you just want to spend more money to have more stuff on hand than you do in the bank, in a way.
Yeah, to some degree, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what, I mean, honestly, that's exactly what we did, because we're like, all right, we can get a keg here, paper towels, and just, I mean, budgeting is the biggest thing, man.
And that's what you said was your like weakness, right? Like you don't like thinking about it.
He doesn't. No.
Yeah, that's why you got her.
I think
she does
that's
that.
I think that's the best wife job that
The
there is.
best
Like
balance,
Michelle would be
Yeah.
like, "Hey, you're done.
Yeah.
Give me all the cards. Give me all the cash. I'm giving you an allowance." Like, cause I'm like, bro, I'm a people pleaser. I will fucking try to please everybody every day,
Right.
Like, every day, because like I didn't have that. I didn't have that
Right.
opportunity.
Right.
And now like
Yeah.
and now that like we're scaling as well, but also too like right now we're like going through our little
Right.
Yep.
I call them hills. I call them hills. Like we're up on the hill, and then we're going downhill, and then we're going up again, and then we're going down again, and then it's just.
Yeah.
But each time that we go down, it's like there's just more momentum.
Yeah,
There's just
you go
more
up, you go up a little more every time, right?
Yeah,
You just
and
go up a little more.
I'm learning that, bro. I've been an installer my whole life. Like I've been an installer my whole life. I don't understand this whole aspect of it. Like I just trust my wife. I just let her run it, and I'm like, let's go. You know what I mean? Because
Words of wisdom right there.
yeah, I'm just an installer. I'm not a business owner. Like I'll be the first one to tell you guys. Like I'm not a fucking business owner. I'm not. I don't have the attitude for a business owner. I am what you see, and you guys met me, and I am who I am. I'm very emotional. Like if I like you, I'll give you a discount. If if I don't like you, I'll charge you more just so you don't
Face
have
palm me here. Like,
yeah.
come
Yeah. But
Right.
that's just who I am. Like, and that's what I have my wife for. Like she just brings me down to, hey, she narrows me down. She narrows me down. And she tells me like, hey, we're not an installer anymore. We're a business. And I'm like, oh shit. Okay, fine.
Oh, the reality checks. They get cash.
The reality. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how many? Let me ask you something. Let me ask you guys something. How many reality checks have you had to take, running a business?
So many, probably.
And give us an example of one.
That was the one. The biggest one was the scaling, man. Honestly,
Yeah.
the scale. I mean, I don't want to repeat.
So like hiring somebody.
Yeah, like bam, 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 and then you're like, yeah, we could do this and this, and all of a sudden you see like you're imploding on yourself. And it doesn't hurt to ask people if you have relationships. That's another thing, having like being involved in the community and Chamber of Commerce and whatever it is having people to reach out to, not just people in the community. I mean, like there's a lot of people in the tent community. I mean, Eric DeVosh, my goodness gracious, we've talked with him multiple times, but
Dude,
in your community, having people you can reach out to and ask those questions that you just, it's not, they were like, half the people when we went through our little lull, we're like, yeah, we did that about 7 years ago. We went through that same thing. We were so scared out of our minds. And that's, reach out to them people, man. Like, and I can't explain enough about that.
Also, like I have a personal board of directors. So I have people that are there for my financial side of things. I have people that are there for my spiritual side of things. So people that some of them don't even know they're on my board of directors. So
like great resources, right? Like you get a place to refer to whenever you need some advice or you're unsure about something.
Yep. And they will give me, truth. They don't mind being harsh with me.
Yeah.
And also mastermind groups. So there's actually a mastermind group that I've started here with other tradespeople. And then there's another one with a group of women that I'm, because small business ownership, y'all know it is hard and you need support.
Yeah.
No what part of the business you're in, whether you're an installer, whether you're the owner, whether you're just the administrator. I mean, we need support.
Okay, so I have a follow-up question on that topic. Yep. Do you have like a best friend that owns a business, either of you, that you like always confide in? Like you're like, yo, this is my best friend and this is the person I'm gonna ask if I'm legit needing the best advice?
Yes, I do. Uh-huh.
And does it always work, or is it kind of hit or miss?
Usually, so he actually owns a pressure washing company here.
Nice.
He was also a police officer, and man, his business advice is solid. He's an extremely intelligent man, and yeah, he's usually spot on.
Yeah.
And they're like, dang it, why didn't I ask you before he did this? Because you would have seen the red flag, and I totally missed it. Totally, like, why didn't we see this? It's like hindsight's always 20/20, right?
Right. It's also because we want to figure it out ourselves. Like it's like the power of knowing to figure it out yourself. You're like, I don't need help, but then you go, shit, I needed help. Like
back off, I got this.
Yeah. It's because sometimes our pride and our ego will be our biggest enemy when we're in business, because maybe we always feel like we have a secret, like we always feel like we have a little,
our own
like
way
a little,
of getting it done,
you know, like if we're
Yeah.
like now that it's Halloween and we're all witches,
Your
you know what I
secret
mean?
sauce.
I have this secret potent,
I have my
and it's
brew.
not, bro. Like 100 people already did that. Like 100 people did that
Yeah.
already, but we don't want to hear the, hey man, you're coming in too cheap, or hey man, be careful with this, or hey man, be careful with this and this and that. Like
Yeah.
in our head is like, just give us the task, we'll make it happen, like the military.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, like I said, like Kristy's saying, business is not easy, but just like it's the ebb and flow. We'll just say that because we live in Myrtle Beach and we live right next to the ocean. It's like tide's gonna come in, but the tide's gonna go out also. So you gotta be able to bounce back and forth. And so I don't want to say this is like every time that I sell a job or we have money in the bank, I pretend that I'm already broke. And just for my mentalness, I'm like,
Oh yeah, your fucking mindset, dude, for sure.
tons of money in the bank, but we broke. We broke. I got a plan for it. You know, we're in let's say August.
Eating ramen.
I'm thinking, in my
Yeah,
head,
we ramen.
I'm
We
like,
eating ramen, baby.
just to always. And that's a thing. I think that I learned from my boss, my original boss, when I was 18 years old. He's a West Point graduate. He was my first window tint boss, man. And came wintertime, boy, you could tell he saved his money because there was no tint going on. We're talking 2004. And, you know, he was like, all right, I need you to paint this chair. He would keep us busy
Yeah, he'd
because
be
he
like,
knew.
yo, do this random shit.
Yeah.
Because at that point, I just had a baby boy, and we had been married for a year. But that mentality, like, yeah, we had a good 2 years. Where we were in December 22nd, we were doing a full install. But now things are a little more hairy with the economy and inflation and all that other crap. So it's just like having that mentality, like if you got money in the bank, just pretend you're broke.
Yeah, for sure.
Guys,
But then if you don't have the money, you gotta fucking hustle like you're starving.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I had to do that too. Trust me. Whew.
Yeah,
that's my
and
biggest.
that's the thing. Like you forget about those times because you're in that point now to where it's like you've scaled your business and you've grown and all that stuff. Like you forget about those hard times, right? And so like it's like if you just look back on them sometimes when you're like kind of slow, it's like, yo, remember when it was this bad? Like it could be that bad now, but it's not, right? Because we have all these things now. So it's like, but we got through it. Like you're still here, right? Like nothing stopped you yet. You haven't been stopped, so like you can keep going regardless of the circumstances. You know what I mean?
Yo, the saying is so true. More money, more problems.
I swear to God, dude. It really is though. Because you gotta worry about taxes.
You gotta worry about everything, bro. But hey, we're 7 minutes out. I know we have an hour with you guys, and at this point of our show, we always like to ask your final thought. Like your final thought. What do you guys? Give yourself advice when you were younger, before you had a business, before you had problems, before you had a relationship, before everything. Like if you could go back to your 18-year-old self and give them advice, like what would it be? And I'm doing it right now at 6 minutes because it's going to be two answers.
It's fine. We're good. I mean, man, I met my wife when I was 19. So,
Actually, great.
Okay, so 19. Whatever.
I guess I wouldn't change a thing, honestly.
Oh, come on. You got the brownie points, man. Come on.
Or
No, that's not. No, you know what? What would I change? Can I go? I'll go back to when I was.
It's not really what you would change though. It's just like what you would like the advice you would give to somebody, you know, like you're
Start
like,
early.
hey, do this.
Start. I mean, I'm really thinking about like because we do trade work for kids, and it's like, man, just start early. What's up, boys? When I was 16, man, I was already doing like vinyl wraps, and that was like a brand new thing. And I was messing with vinyl wraps and doing stuff like that. So I would say start early. If you have a passion for something, and go for it, man. I mean, figure if you need this help from somebody, ask for that help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. because I learned from some awesome people, and from those awesome people, I became better than people training me. So that's the dang truth, boy. I got a crazy raise in the first 2 years working for my company because he recognized the kind of person I was. It was unbelievable. I mean, let me literally get that kind of raise, and at that point we were dating and we hadn't have a child or anything, and it was just like, just be who you are. And that's one thing I would say, just be who you are, as long as you're an honest, hardworking person. If you're like a scumbag criminal, that's different, but be who you are. Be who you are. That's the biggest.
That's what he says.
Johnny, I love you, man. So
Yeah, so just
if you do learn from it and grow, good Lord.
Yeah, be yourself and start as early as you can, right? Like don't wait. Yeah. Basically. Like
now Kristy, what is your advice?
So as he was sitting here talking, I was really trying to ponder, and ultimately I think it would just be to not let anybody squash your dreams. If you have an idea and you have prayed over this and you have examined it and it is something that you have a passion for, don't
yes, give her a kiss, man.
Don't let anyone
Screenshot.
worry you or make you feel like you can't achieve your dreams.
Yeah.
Like, as cliche as that sounds, but it's true.
No, guys, that's awesome. Like, I love you guys. I love both of you guys, man. We've met over the last 2 years at the conferences. I mean, you guys have never treated me wrong. Like, you guys are awesome. Both of you guys. Matt, I love you to death. I want to go over there and I'll just let me watch the Infinity, bro. Just let me watch the Infinity. I'm just gonna. I'm not gonna watch it at your house though. I'm gonna watch it at the car wash.
No. No.
No, I'm not gonna watch it. I mean, I'm gonna go get a detail, bro. I'm gonna go get a detail. I'll just drive it down the block. You know what I mean? We have an open invitation at your house, Michelle and I. We thank you guys. We love you guys. Yeah. Man, this has been an awesome show, man. It just shows like sometimes
you have to have the yin and the yang, dude.
Yeah.
You do. Like, you really do. Because look, Matt possesses a lot of qualities and has a little bit of one, and then she possesses a lot of qualities and has a little bit of one. And so like you gotta have that balance, right? And like you can definitely tell, especially like me and my wife talking to y'all in San Antonio. Don't know if you remember.
Oh yeah.
But we chit-chatted for, hour or so, whatever, on the way, and it's just like it was. You could just tell, like you could tell great people, man. And that's like, whenever we were around you, I was like, yo, I like these guys. Like these are cool folks. I've never met you.
Yeah, they're really good.
I like
they're very good. Like they really hold themselves like very professional, but like
for sure.
Like.
Oh,
but at the same time, it's
that
like
night was not very professional, but it was still a good night though.
Not me.
Yeah.
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 Hey, it was me and Matt though. It was me and Matt though.
Yeah. No, for sure. Because we're installers, bro. Like this is what we do. Like we have a good time every time. Like I love my man Matt, dude. Like, dude, this guy is like the fucking shit to me.
Yeah,
like,
you don't need the brain, bro.
No. But you know what we've been learning from the last episode is that, and it's a saying, like, behind every great man, there's a strong ass woman. Yeah, you know definitely. What I mean? So, dude, and trust me, like, I'm living it. Like, my wife, she's holding it down. I'm in an Airbnb right now. We're fucking doing schools, blah, blah. But still, like, man, we're, it's just seeing a couple, a marriage, like, just thrive in the middle of all chaos. It just gives us hope, like, hey, if you guys are making it, like if you guys are just dealing with y'all shit and dealing with business shit, and then like we're just continue growing and you guys are making it just gives everybody hope. Like, I need to find a wife that's gonna help me out, you know what I mean? It's giving everybody hope, you know what I mean? Like, it's putting everybody into it's putting your whole family to work with the relationships you guys have. Like, the first thing I remember you guys saying the other day is like, dude, I married my best friend. Like Matt's always said that, like, that's my best friend. That's like, I married my fucking best friend. Like, I think we all need to look for our best friends, and just like what you guys said, like, man, just make it happen. You know what I mean?
Sure, man. I mean,
Well, it's been an hour. We'll let you guys go. It's been a great show. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining our show. I know we're not that tech savvy and we're just on our phones.
Yeah,
but
just some fun
great.
stuff.
it worked awesome. I was like trying to do like a laptop, and it wasn't working. That's why I was like, this is
we're simple. We're simple
Yeah.
as it comes. You guys have a great night. I know you guys are an hour ahead of us. You guys have
Yeah,
a great
thank
night.
y'all
Thank you
so
for
much
being on
for
the
being
show.
on, man.
Thank
We really appreciate it.
everyone, you guys. We appreciate you guys so much, man.
It's a family.
Good night.
Family. Later, guys.